The Supreme Court on Wednesday ruled that Ikenga Imo Ugochinyere is the authentic candidate of the People's Democratic Party for the Ideato Federal Constituency election for 2023. This judgment by the Apex Court comes after months of litigation and counter-litigation. Recall that Judge Igbo had approached the court to challenge Ikenga's victory. He claimed the election Ikenga won was held at the Aladimma Mall in Owerri, outside the federal constituency. The Nigeria Opposition Coalition spokesperson Ikenga Imo Ugochinyere had emerged as the candidate of the People's Democratic Party for the Ideato North and Ideato South federal constituencies in Imo State. Ikenga was declared the winner of the party's primary election by the chairman of the PDP electoral panel. The Apex Court in its ruling said that there was no grounds for nullifying the ticket of the party in the custody of Ikenga Imo Ugochinyere, having fulfilled the provisions of the law and complied with stipulated guidelines. Ikenga's lawyer Emeka Ozwani said the presiding judge had ended all disagreements on the matter. The Supreme Court struck out the appeal because Judge Igbo and the group filed the application after the time frame had elapsed.
Yes, at the Court of Appeal, we argued on behalf of Ugochinyere that the appellant appeal was abandoned because certain steps he ought to have taken, he didn't take them. And the Court of Appeal delivered a ruling and agreed with us that the appeal was deemed abandoned. They now appealed to the Supreme Court, and this morning, Supreme Court also affirmed that that appeal was abandoned, that Ugochinyere is now free to go for his campaigns.
Speaking to journalists at the end of the judgment, Ikenga said,
"This judgment is victory for rule of law and credible primary process. We ran a primary election that was keenly contested, and we won landslide at a venue that was selected by the party and approved by INEC because of the insecurity in Imo State, which all of you are aware. So it was so surprising that a primary that was held in a central location with 40 legislative seats in Imo, that people say they held their own in their bedroom, same hour that we held the same primary. So from day one, we knew, even when we got to Supreme Court, that going by Section 22 of the Supreme Court Act, that this appeal was dead on arrival. So it's victory for democracy, and it's a boost and energy for people like us that believe in credible process to continue not to lose faith in the process, especially our institutions.
He also said,
"What I represent is not just about going to the House of Rep. It's the quest for Nigerians to have a restructured country. It's the quest to have a strong voice that Nigerians will be so proud of, that will help to deepen the discussion on governance and bring a country where there is efficiency and transparency rooted in restructuring."